Hello students, in the previous class we have discussed about the female reproductive system, and we have discussed about the different parts of the female reproductive system, and we have seen how the different parts work and what is the function of the different parts. And we have also seen that what happens when the fertilization takes place, that is after the fertilization zygote is formed, then zygote develops into the embryo and the embryonic development takes place in the uterus. And then we have also seen formation of the placenta and then functions of the placenta. So in today's class we are going to study about the next topic, that is what happens when the egg is not fertilized. So it's a very simple topic, so let us try to understand what happens when the egg is not fertilized. Okay, so the if I ask this question, or if anybody want to ask this question, and if this question comes for 1 mark, then what will you write? So what happens when the egg is not fertilized? Then egg degenerate after 24 hours. So if it is not fertilized, it degenerate means it dies after 24 hours, and then it is dead for 20 after 24 hours. Then menstruation will take place. Okay, so menstruation will takes place. So this is the simple answer of the question, what happens when the egg is not fertilized. So the simple answer is that the egg will die and the menstruation will takes place. So let us try to understand what happens and why it happens and how it happens. Okay, so the first we are going to see the after ovulation. After ovulation, the egg survives for about 24 hours. So after ovulation, egg survives for about 24 hours. After that, if the fertilization will take place, then it's okay. Then it will develop into zygote, and then it will develop into the embryo. Okay, but if there is no fertilization, then what will happen? The egg will degenerate. So after 24 hours, egg will degenerate. Okay, so the egg is not fertilized, so it will degenerate. Now we have already discussed that what happens in the uterus, or how the uterus prepare itself to receive the fertilized egg. But now in this case the egg is not fertilized, but the uterus has still prepared itself to receive the fertilized egg. So uterus has prepared itself. Uterus has prepared. Uterus has prepared itself to receive fertilized egg. So what are the changes that takes place in the uterus? So that we are going to see. So how is the uterus prepared itself to receive the fertilized egg? So changes that takes place in the uterus is, number one is uterus, the wall of the uterus, the innermost wall of the uterus, that is called as endometrium. So the innermost wall of the uterus has become thick. So inner lining or innermost wall of the uterus becomes thick. Number one. Number two, it becomes spongy. So we are talking about the innermost lining. So it becomes spongy, thick. Number three, it is richly supplied with the blood vessels. It is richly supplied with the blood vessels. So the innermost lining is also richly supplied with the blood vessels, so that the embryo can take the food and oxygen and all the required materials from the mother's blood directly through the placenta. So these are changes taking place, but these changes will work only when the egg is fertilized. But now we know that the egg is not fertilized, so what will happen? These things required now, so these are no longer required. These changes are no longer required. So these are no longer required. So what will happen? As a result, the extra thickened lining of the uterus will break. Okay, so the thickened lining of the uterus, okay, will eventually break and comes out along with blood and mucus. So the innermost lining or the thickened lining of the uterus will eventually break and comes out along with blood and mucus. Okay, so this comes out along with blood and mucus, and this process is actually called as menstruation. Okay, or it is also called as menses. Okay, and it takes place for about this menstruation occurs in females for about, now it takes place for about generally 4 to 5 days. So within 4 to 5 days it will stop. Generally it is stopping within 4 to 5 days. But in an NCRT it is written that it is taking place means in some cases it can take place for about 2 to 8 days. Okay, so it can occur for 2 to 8 days, but generally it gets over by the 5th day or the 4th day. Okay, so now the students have a doubt that menstruation is the blood flow. Menstruation means the blood flow of the broken or the lining which is broken along with blood and mucus. So the lining plus blood plus mucus, they all three things come out through the vagina. Okay, so these things come out along with blood and mucus through the vagina. So through the vagina these things come out, and this process is called as menstruation. Now there is a difference means between menstrual cycle and menstruation. So menstrual cycle is actually not given in your course, but let me explain you so that you should not have it, because many of the students confused between menstruation and menstrual cycle. So menstrual cycle is a sequence of events that takes place every month. Okay, and the menstrual cycle is of 28 or 29 days. But menstruation simply means blood flow. So during the time blood is flowing out of the body of the females, that is menstruation or menses. Okay, so if I plot menstruation on a timeline, so this timeline is starting with the first day and ending at 28th day. Now first day does not mean here the first day of the calendar. It is the first day means when the blood is flowing on the first day. The first day of the blood flow is the first day of the menstrual cycle. Okay, suppose the blood flow starts today. Today means uh, 29th September or 30th September. Suppose it is flowing on 29th September, so that is the first day of the menstrual cycle. But 29th is the date of the calendar, but that does not mean that on the first date the blood will flow. Blood can flow any day. Okay, that is the first day of the menstrual cycle. So the first day, and for about 4 to 5 days the blood keeps on flowing. So this gap of from one day to 4 or 5 days, this is called as menstruation, during which the blood is flowing. Okay, and then again the uterus will prepare itself for to receive the fertilized egg. Why? Because the next ovary will release the egg. Okay, so by the middle of the menstrual cycle, on the 14th day, around 14th day, ovulation will takes place. So ovulation takes place on the 14th day. So if fertilization will take place, then the thickened lining of the endometrium or the uterus will maintain for about 9 months. But if there is no fertilization, then this thickened lining will break, and then it comes out along with blood and mucus, and when it comes out, that is the first day of the menstrual cycle. So I have told you in a very simple way, I did not went into details. So you just remember the first day is the first, all these events that take place during one first day to 28th day, they all constitute menstrual cycle. So what are the major events of the menstrual cycle? The first one is the menstruation. Menstruation means the blood flow, and the second is rebuilding of the endometrium. So endometrium rebuilds so that it can prepare itself to receive the fertilized egg of the next ovary or second ovary, and then the ovulation. Okay, so this is the first event. I will write with the red color. First event in the menstrual cycle is menstruation. Second is rebuilding of the endometrium. Rebuilding of endometrium, and the third event is ovulation. And after ovulation, there are two choices: fertilization takes place, fertilization does not occur. So if fertilization takes place, then pregnancy will be there. If there is no fertilization, then again the same process is repeated. Okay, so this is the menstrual cycle. So menstrual cycle is of 28 days, and menstruation is of generally 4 to 5 days, or it can extend up to 8 days also. Okay, so this is about the what happens when the egg is not fertilized. So let us see what is given here in the NCERT. So if the egg is not fertilized, it lives for about 1 day. Since the ovary release one egg every month, the uterus also prepares itself every month. I have already told you how the uterus prepare itself. So its lining become thick. Which lining? The innermost lining become thick and spongy, and it is richly supplied with the blood vessels. Where this point is written? This point is written here on the previous paragraph. So you can see here the lining become thickens and is richly supplied with the blood to nourish the growing embryo. So these are the three changes takes place. Always remember that according to your class 10th, it is written as number 1, it becomes the innermost lining become thick, number 2, it becomes spongy, number 3, it is richly supplied with the blood vessels. This would be required for nourishing the embryo if fertilization has taken place. Yes, but now there is no fertilization, so this lining is not needed any longer. So the lining slowly breaks and comes out through the vagina as blood and mucus. So blood, mucus, and the lining comes out, and this process is there, and this is known as menstruation. So this cycle takes place roughly every month and is known as menstruation. So that is why students get confused, because the cycle is written here, but the blood flow is about for about 2 to 8 days. Here it is written, but the cycle is for about 28 or 29 days. So they are talking here about menstruation. Menstruation is taking place for about 2 to 8 days, and menstruation is equal to blood flow. So the first day of the menstruation is the first day of the menstrual cycle. So I hope this topic is clear and complete. So we will discuss the next topic in the next class. Thank you, students.